Alright, welcome. This is going to be a bit of a channel update, a bit of a BC2 gameplay, and I'll explain why I'm playing BC2. It's a bit about what I've been getting up to. Pretty much I went to play PlanetSide 2 and there was a population overbalance, and that basically caused me to rage quit after a short while. I tried my best, but it was just impossible to get decent kills, which means you're not going to level up, etc. So I decided, no, I'll play some other games. Been playing a bit of been playing a few different games. One's Deadpool game, mostly because I like the type of comedy that Deadpool is, breaking the fourth wall and stuff. It's my type of thing. There's also another game that's I've been meaning to play for a long time, and I've forgotten what it's called. That's right, Far Cry 3, which I've been playing on Ultra settings, by the way, as well. Looks pretty nice on Ultra. There's some things in that game which I really don't like, though. There are a few things that were in Far Cry 2 that would have been nice if they were in Far Cry 3. Not that Far Cry 2 was that... I mean, it was good for what it was, but most people wanted it to be more like Far Cry 1, to have more of a structured story, and there are a few things in that game, like enemies would always respawn. If you went past an outpost, killed all the dudes, drive on to the next outpost, killed those dudes, and went back to the outpost you were just at, like, not 10 minutes ago, the enemies would have respawned. And there's a lot of things like that which made the game not so fun. There are lots of gameplay mechanics in it that were really cool, though. Like, your weapons would eventually break down and fall apart, so you would actually need to replace them, and if you went swimming with your weapons they would break down a lot quicker. So there were some good things in that game. But yeah, Far Cry 3, been playing that. The story's seems quite structured, and that's what I'm playing it for. Playing it on the hardest settings as well. That's one thing about Deadpool game. Apparently gameplay is a bit repetitive, and it's also a bit easy, but what I'm going to do with that is do the one level system, which is basically I've set it on the hardest setting, and I'm not leveling up my character unless, like, for instance, maybe I need, because I know I'm going to have to buy another gun just for the fact that I'm running out of bullets sometimes already. But yeah, just not leveling up my character, so I'm making it as hard as possible for myself, so it's a decent challenge. And so far that's working really well, so... but yeah, I'll need my multiplayer fix, my vehicle and FPS simulator fix. And so I played some BC2. I ended up playing it for about 3.5 hours one night, and it's probably one of the best 3.5 hours of gaming time I've had in ages. So that was great. And then the next night I decided, alright, give PlanetSide 2 another go until I get annoyed and rage quit. And I spawned an ESF, started flying out from the warp gate on Indar, and I got about two bases away, and I got shot down by striker monkeys. And with the way I'd landed, obviously the missiles had gone through terrain, the fact they locked on so quick, the fact that 3 of them shot at me as well didn't help. And basically I instantly rage quit. It didn't. Also, the population was still skewed. Not nearly as bad as the other night, but it was skewed enough to make me wonder if it was even going to be playable. Because, and of course, in most games, they don't let team versus teams be too out of proportion. Like, usually it's about 2 players max before it won't let anyone join the other side. And most games that don't have an auto balance end up having admin plugins to fix that. So, and of course, PlanetSide 2 has nothing of the sort. So, it's something they need to work on, and they are working on. But as I mentioned with my level design thing, a lot of that can be fixed through better level design. So, it is disappointing that they haven't. I mean, that's the thing, they are redoing all the levels. They are doing optimization, which includes putting more cover here and there. And I want to make another video that covers some of the subject matter to do with that was covered in Friday Night Ops, episode 43. I'm going to make a video on that, but for instance, Clegger's been, well, I think that's how you pronounce it, has been working on Quartz Ridge, and he's putting some cover in, and he's obviously a bit from his gameplay experience has told him that's where it needs cover. But I bet there's also the heat maps, death maps that show where people die, and that's actually incorrect data, because people start taking damage well before that point. They actually die where they do, but they've also been shot at, so it's the actual catch is they start taking damage at point X, and they can either retreat and repair so they don't die, or they can keep on pushing and die almost at the objective. So he's putting the cover actually in the wrong spot, in my opinion. I mean, it is up to opinion, but the data would say he's putting the cover in the right spot, but it's not. They're taking damage well before this, so it's a skewed thing. And people in the comments section of certain things have mentioned that. So anyway, I'm going to make a whole new video on that, so that's what I'm going to be up to, hopefully. But speaking of Friday Night Ops, I played with Todd Roy of the J-Solg Show. No, really, it's a show. If you don't know what the J-Solg Show is, you should probably check it out. It's a pretty funny series. It's all about gaming and gaming culture. Talks with a lot of the devs and stuff. And so I was playing with Todd Roy, which is like a friend and producer to do with the J-Solg Show and the HD Films production company. And he hosts the show, or help Todd Roy not suck ass at PlanetSide 2. That's on Friday and Sunday nights, 5 PM till 7 PM, LA time. And so I've been helping him spread the word of PlanetSide 2, helping him level up and everything. So that Friday before Friday Night Ops, or it would have been around the same time, we were playing PlanetSide 2, and I Skyped in, so my ugly mug was on camera and stuff. And I was being medic, he's going as heavy. So yeah, doing a bit of that. And Friday night went pretty well. My camera was a bit echoey, which I was a bit concerned about, and I also hear my own voice. I hate my own voice. If you hear my voice, then I'm not surprised, because I hate it too. So the Australian accent, we kind of mumble and don't pronounce vowels very strongly and stuff. So, but yeah, so that was really good. That was really enjoyable. That's at www.1337loungelive.com. It's also on Twitch. I believe it's on the front page of Twitch while we're playing or something. Something like that. And that was really good. Also played again on Sunday, which for me was Monday morning. But unfortunately, I tried to fix up my mic to stop the echo, and I made it worse, and I didn't have any mic at all. Also on the Friday, we had a Tremel T-Ray, the senior art director. He was in the chat making some questions. I couldn't read a lot of the chat because it wasn't scrolling on my second screen. I could have spent some more time setting it up properly so it did, but then I would have been helping Todd, and he needed to be revived a lot, which is worth knowing. We're on NC, on Connery faction NC. So if anyone's listening and you want to make a character there, or you got one, ideally, especially if you're you got squad lead, you got command channel, stuff like that. Spawn beacon, that'd be sweet, because my new character, there's only level 18. I only have only some pretty bare basics of unlocks, so I'd like to be squad lead and stuff. I just don't have the certs to invest in it, but we really do need someone who's got spawn beacon and a few things like that. I've got the deployable Sunderer, so at least that's something. But yeah, join us for that, because that's been really good. Spreading the word of PlanetSide 2. We've got a few people to download and play it and give it a go. But yeah, I should be doing that again this Friday night and Sunday night. And it's free for anyone to join up and give it a go and have some fun. Also hinted at T-Ray Dremel that they should make dual elites, dual pistols, like NS ones. And I'm guessing my idea for the mechanics would be they'd be pretty much like the 30-round pistol or the 20-round pistol, X amount of bullets per pistol, so 10, 10 or 15, 15. And it really wouldn't change that much as far as being different to other pistols. It's just more a visual thing, look really cool, and why not? Why not kind of thing. So yeah, and just I think it was today, there was a tweet from Nanite Systems and PlanetSide 2. They are releasing a new Nanite Systems weapon or item or something, and so I've worked out that it's either going to be these pistols, which would be pretty sweet. I mean, this is in the future, so I'm guessing it's about a month or more away. So I'm guessing pistols, or a Nanite Systems sniper rifle, maybe an LMG, or it's going to be the UAV MAV, which was on the Friday Night Ops episode 43. That's the one I'm referencing. I'm also going to be making a video that's all about things that were mentioned on Friday Night Ops episode 43 and just my opinions about them, because a lot of the things I agreed with, some of them piqued my interest as just far as, that's a bit strange, I didn't know that, and some things I just actually disagreed with, a bit like as I mentioned with Klegger, talking about the quartz ridge. So I disagree with that, and so I'm going to make a bit of a video covering a few things like that and a few more, probably more important things. So I'm going to also talk about the UAV/MAV thing, because that was the most hated thing in Battlefield 3, and it seems what they're going to do is copy and paste it from Battlefield 3. It's worth knowing in this bit of gameplay, there's definitely you don't actually see the UAV, but you see it laser guiding a rocket down. In BC2, there's only one UAV per map, and it's the controller point for it is in a static position. So if you see the UAV, you also generally outrun it or dodge it if you're careful enough, but a good player will still get you. But because it's in that one spot, the control point, you can drive up to the person if they don't run away quick enough. So, and because there's only one of them, they can't become overpowered. And if I remember right, it can't roadkill you, whereas the MAV in Battlefield 3 can, and it's a very hated weapon. So anyway, I'll make an individual video about all that stuff. But yeah, that's been really good. I did end up playing some pretty good PlanetSide 2, where I played it till, I think it was from about 1 AM. It probably was Saturday night. And I'd had quite a few drinks. And I ended up getting on Esimir for some reason, and ended up squatting up with a fella from a country nearby, and we had a pretty good time, and we slowly built up enough players to where we actually captured the whole of the continent overnight. Once we'd done that, I went to Indar, and I was actually just going to go to, actually no, we hadn't gone to Indar yet, but it was getting to like 6 AM. I should have well gone to bed. But then my friend, who I've only recently gone on to PlanetSide 2, he's a Battlefield 3 player, WoW player, Dota 2 player, and he's like, hey, I'm up for a game and all that. I'm like, yeah, alright. So, because he's fairly low level, and so we cruised around, finished off Esimir, and then we went off to Indar, and we had a pretty good time there. There's a certain bridge that goes between two canyons, and the roads to it have actually been removed, but you can still get sunderers up there. And basically I put a sunderer up there, got some other people put sunderers up there, and as a squad we just got lots of kills. We're really struggling to take that spot, that actual like cap point. A lot of people just refused to go down the hill using light assault or even slide down the hill, so it was a bit sad, but it was still fun to get lots of kills. Quite a few amusing things happened, and by the time it got to the sun rising and everything, I'd actually completely sobered up. So, and then I eventually went to bed. But that was probably the first time being squad lead, and felt like the squad was coherent together and doing everything well. So that was quite enjoyable, PlanetSide. But I didn't get the footage for it, so too bad. Anyway, this is the end of the BC2 round and the end of my commentary. So catch ya.